Aye, so we've been robbed at the bridge. Robbed by the referee, robbed by VAR. Clowns. Hello and welcome to Jollyland 1892. So Newcastle United took on Chelsea at Stamford Bridge yesterday. Newcastle United played so well. They threw the kitchen sink at it. They ran their socks off. They ran ragged yesterday and fought as a team, played as a team, and frustrated Chelsea massively for about 75 minutes until they started getting a few shots on target. Newcastle, believe it or not, only had about 27% of the possession. But like I say, it was a team performance, and yesterday Eddie Howe had to do some tinkering before the game as we were jailers, missing Joe Linton, we were missing John Joe Shelby, and we were missing Joe Willock. Eddie Howe chose to play a 5-4-1 formation, and Chelsea played 4-3-3. Rare starts for Sean Longstaff and Miggy Almiron yesterday, but in reality Newcastle were let down by the officials. They were let down massively by VAR, and they were let down massively by referee David Coote. I'm going to get into that in just a minute, because it was absolutely disgraceful what happened yesterday to Newcastle United. In the game itself, Newcastle had chances. Like I say, they were pressing quite high up the pitch at times, quite boldly. Chris Wood had chance. Bruno Guimaraes, he flashed one wide, and an absolutely fantastic effort from Miggy Almiron on the volley brought out a great save from Mendy. He hit it on the volley there outside the box, and honestly I thought for a minute it was going to fly in, but Mendy was equal to it. Now, as resilient and confident Newcastle United were yesterday in that game, that man Havertz, who scored that 89th minute goal to sink us, should have been off the pitch in my opinion. He should have been off the pitch in the 39th minute. An absolutely terrible challenge on Dan Burn, where he elbowed him in the face or in the head, and to be honest, the officials massively let Newcastle down yesterday. It should have been a red card, and Dan Burn was he had a gash in his head to prove it. How that was allowed to happen, I do not know. Sometimes I wonder, are referees against Newcastle? Premiership referees, I don't know, but it was an absolutely horrendous decision yesterday not to send Havertz off, in my opinion. The referee said that he was watching the ball all the time, but it was quite a brutal attack on Dan Burn. So later in the game, Jacob Murphy gets into the box, and he's bearing down on goal mind, and all of a sudden Trevor Chabala decides that he's gonna, he fouls him twice in the box, but he's got his shirt in two different occasions there in split seconds, and he's pulling him back, and you can see the shirt is out here. And eventually he manages to get his tackle in only because he's riding him back with his shirt. He gets the tackle in, and the ball goes out, and there's a massive shout for a penalty. It was a nailed-on penalty. I have never seen anything so obvious in my life. It was a definite penalty. Alan Shearer and Glenn Hoddle, believe it or not, talking on TV last night, couldn't believe that it wasn't given. Could not believe it. Jacob Murphy was given a corner instead of a penalty. It was absolutely scandalous. Now, if the referee couldn't see it properly, and actually when you look at it from behind, you can't see that he's grabbing his shirt, but there's something wrong there, But where was VAR? Where was VAR in all of this? Why didn't the referee go and look at the monitor? What the hell was going on? And you know what it is? VAR. I am a fan of VAR, but only if it's used properly and the right people using it. It's a debate that'll go on for a long time, this VAR thing. But I tell you what, Newcastle were completely robbed yesterday. Completely. It was highway robbery. Really was. What was going through the referee's mind? And what happened to VAR? I mean, were they all on a tab break? What the hell were they doing? And the more you look at it, I mean, I've looked at the replay and it's so obvious and you can just see it. Anybody could see it. So, like I say, the officials robbed us yesterday at Chelsea. And obviously for the elbow on Dan Burn, when Havertz should have been sent off anyway. Absolutely fuming about that. It proper grinds my gears, like, you know, when there's an obvious decision like that and you don't get it. For all the effort that Newcastle put in yesterday, especially after a grueling game against Southampton on Thursday night, obviously there was fatigue in the team. Playing on a Thursday night and playing on a Sunday afternoon, it takes it out of the players, especially in high-octane games like we were playing in. I believe that Chelsea were very, very lucky yesterday and very lucky to get that result. Now, I'm not taking anything away from the goal because apart from Keir Havertz shouldn't have been on the pitch to score the goal, Newcastle did, for a split second, switch off. Now, it was a great ball in to Havertz, and he took the ball absolutely beautiful and he finished it all in one fell swoop. Unfortunately, Dan Burn just couldn't cover, and like I say, they switched off for a split second. The only thing that really I was annoyed with yesterday, apart from the abysmal officials and VAR decision, anyhow, made substitutions. He had brought ASM on earlier before that, and he brought on Fraser, and he brought on, believe it or not, Gale. Very rare situation, to be fair. Obviously, they had, I don't know, 6-7 minutes to try and fight back, try and respond. It was never going to be enough time for them to settle into the game. Unfortunately, the unbeaten run has gone, and to me, I think we were cheated out of it yesterday, and I'm going to use the word cheated because we were. That needs to be looked at. It's an absolutely shocking. You know, if you are, I mean, most Newcastle fans have been fuming, going mental at that. Anybody who hasn't seen that, have a look at it. Shocking. Obviously, there was a bit of, well, a few shouts because Tuchel celebrated in front of the Newcastle United bench, but Eddie Howe did say that there was no malice in it. I think he just got caught up in the moment, and I can quite believe that. At the end of the day, the positives out of that game were our performance. And bearing in mind, you know, we're playing the world champions. And we put up a really good fight against them yesterday. Newcastle United move on. We take the positives from the game. Like I say, we've got another game to concentrate on Thursday night. We're away at Goodison Park playing Everton, which is another massive, massive game. It's a must-win game. And we really need those points. We have to go out and get those points. There's a bit of time for the players to rest, and I'm positive that we're going to have a really good side out for that. Not that there was anything wrong with the side that we had out yesterday, because they all worked, put in more than 100% in that game. It just goes to show when there's places to play for in competition, it brings out the best in players. I think under Steve Bruce, I think Newcastle United players, a lot of them that were there under him, got very lazy, and I'm not surprised because they were unfit and it was sloppy, and the tactics were absolutely shocking. I mean, Martin Dubravka has come out and said that 137 days ago, we were basically just going out on the pitch with no real task and just kicking the ball up the pitch. At least, like he said, we're trying to play some sort of constructive football, and the tactics are much better. At least everybody has a task, everybody has a place to be and a job to do. Eddie Howe and his coaching staff have been incredible in turning this team around. And you know, I can't say enough how much I applaud the man. He's absolutely fantastic and doing a great job. And the confidence that seems to be instilled in the players from him is amazing. So that's basically it from me, from Geordie Land 1892. There's a few videos on the channel. If you do like Celtic, have a look at Shah's segments. He does some really good stuff on Celtic. Matthew does a bit on Manchester City and a few other things up there on the Premier League, sometimes with me. But if you've liked this video, like it. If you want to share it. And please remember to subscribe. It's free, helps the channel massively. So from me, Geordie Land 1892, all the best. And let's give positive thoughts for Everton on Thursday night.